Hey, welcome to the channel. If you're new to it or you haven't already, thumbs up and subscribe. This is all about blues harmonica, and today I'd like to talk to you about the Dorian Minor scale excuse me, the Dorian Minor scale on the blues harmonica. In modern jazz, just digressing slightly, when I was a saxophonist for many years, it's a scale that the first minor scale you probably gravitate to because it sits in a mode system, and it's just the way that you use it in what we call 2-5-1 progressions. Now in blues we don't need to know anything about that other than the fact after your blues scales and your pentatonic scales, this scale is a very, very good scale. And what I've done here today, instead of using Scarborough Fair, which a lot of people do, to demonstrate the use of this particular scale, I've done it on a Western kind of theme, which I'm quite into. And if you trawl through my videos, you'll see others of a similar fashion. Okay, so before I talk any more about it, let me just give you these notes and then you've got it. Okay, 4 draw, 5 blow, 5 draw, 6 blow, 6 draw, 7 draw, 7 blow, 8 draw. Okay, and you can play it down the bottom, of course. I'll just give you it in the middle for now. Guys with a little bit of experience obviously can get the bend, can just get it at the bottom. Same thing. Okay, and basically from a theoretical angle, if you knew the don't worry if you haven't been taught that way, don't worry, because I cater for people who come to this without any musical knowledge or musical knowledge. You can train people either way, and it doesn't really matter on this. They come to the same ends. But the C major scale sits in the middle, and if you imagine, if you know what a C major scale is, if you're taking the second note of the scale, which is a D, in this case would be a 4 draw on a C harp, this is an A harp, I just don't want to confuse you, 4 draw, and then just run the major scale all the way up and finish on the 8 draw, then you've got your Dorian Minor scale. But I would emphasize that if you're into progressive music or you're into jazz or anything like that, not to think in terms of modes, because it's not the way, once you become extremely advanced, that would be the way that you think, because it isn't. You just simply can't work like that with all the intricate playing and modes that you do. But as far as blues is concerned, we can use this scale extensively, and it's fantastic. The only problem is, and this is why you need a coach sometimes, is because guys that learn modes on here and just learn scale movement on here can tend to go down the pattern route. In other words, they'll just run into this mode and then they'll just play pattern lines on it, because they kind of start eliminating a lot of phrasing for this, and it's not wrong, it's good, it's very good what some people do, but they do have a tendency to do that. And that's something when you're talking about blues particularly, or trying to develop into modern blues, you're trying to not necessarily do that. You will play your patterns, and I coach it of course, and sometimes I even highlight it deliberately, so people can recognize what I'm not doing. Okay, but by and large you must be aware of that when you're learning these things, because you can get into oh, this is easy, I'll just do this for the rest of my life, or this is easy, I'll just do that. It's not really the way to go, to be truthful and to improvise in the most interesting way, I would hazard to say. And then other people start branding you as pattern players when perhaps you're not, or you don't want to be. Alright, so that's it. That's the Dorian Minor scale. It's for people that have a bit of theory behind them. It's in what we call third position. Basically you're starting on a 1 blow or a 4 blow if that's your root note, or you're up at 8 draw. Okay, so we're here. Have some fun with that. Have a listen to what I'm doing at the moment. Thumbs up and subscribe, as I say. I do Skype, face to face with people in my area. We're almost there with that. hopefully we can work something out with that now. We're starting to get some form of normality. Other than that, Skype is available, and that is a good way to go as well. Okay, have some fun with the blues harp. I'll catch you on the rebound.